If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
We take a lot less common man phone calls, and we try to do compelling radio that we can control. And there used to be a saying in radio that a bad phone caller was like a Beatles song. You get rid of them in a minute and a half, or an Elvis song. And a good phone caller, you make it more like a Meatloaf song. It's 9 minutes long. Let them stay on for a while, because the caller is your song, right? So that's all formatting on radio. Look, radio is still a hugely captivating and gluey, like, every day. People, it's like a soap opera. People get caught up. When I was Nasty Nestor, nobody was ever going to listen to my competitor because they didn't care what they said and they cared what I said, and they listened every day. And the people that hated, like the Howard Stern movie, they listen twice as long and send twice as much slime into your email inbox. And they also go out on the web and write twice as many nasty things about you. But that affinity to the brand, in the same way that people that are a Cavs fan, they watched yesterday, and they watch Saturday, and they'll watch Wednesday, and if they win then, they'll watch again on Friday. They're in. They're all in. They're vested. That's what you want. That's your community. And that's why when I go out and brag on my community, I got 10,000 people opted in on Twitter. They're there for good, as long as I don't piss them off or give them bad information. If I tell them a trade happened that didn't happen, I mean, that's the credibility, the journalism side of it that I didn't even get into. But without that, you don't have anything. I mean, I built my brand on having good information that's entertaining and informative and engaging and keeping people. Because if you don't keep them, what's the point? I mean, they're going to be gone tomorrow. There's a certain number of you in here today that may follow me on Twitter, may friend me on Facebook. I encourage you to do that. Sign up for my paper, sign up for my text. Nobody here looks to be an Oriole or Raven fan because you're not from around here. That's what we specialize in. But if I did and you opted in, you would get the best Ravens, Orioles, Terps, Cavs information anywhere in the marketplace. And if not, you just say unfollow, unsubscribe. And everybody has that power now. And that's, a lot of Oriole fans have unsubscribed. A lot of Cavs fans have subscribed. They're opted in now. A lot of people wearing red jerseys on Wednesday night didn't know a puck from a truck 5 years ago. But they did something to engage people. Love the game, love the sport, love ice, think he's cute, love Russian guys, love Swedish guys, love the color red, love the action, love just wearing red. Like sports but never understood hockey. Don't know what offsides is, teach me. All of that kind of stuff. And that's where hockey is certainly, and the Cavs are the number one growing brand in Baltimore. The Ravens can't grow anymore. They just can't. I mean, they're out of growth. They won a Super Bowl. Everybody who's going to love the Ravens kind of sort of already does, except if they're this big and you can raise them that way. But there's so many other brands out there that, I mean, if any of you want to read a phenomenal book, get the Starbucks book from Howard Schultz called Pour Your Heart Into It, Bible. He took a product that's a drug, it's an addictive drug, that no one in this country wanted. Everyone in this country thought good coffee tasted like rat piss 15 years ago. They wanted watery coffee. Europeans would come to America and say, God, I can't believe you drink this. It tastes like water. And then he brought Italian coffee here. And, I don't need to tell you about Starbucks. It didn't exist when you were born. And now there's no corner of the earth you can go to. It's coffee. They have it on every corner. They have it at Evergreen. They have it at every restaurant. But for some reason, people go there. And I don't think it's because the cup's green. I mean, they've done something about the way you feel, the music they play in there, how cute the barista is, the experience of going there. And I think hockey's done that too. I mean, it rings full of people at $150 a throw. Those people weren't there 10 years ago. You know how I know? I was there. The place was empty. There was nobody there. The Orioles right now. The Orioles, nobody's there. One day people will come back. The Orioles are a different story because they had it, lost it, and got it back again. Which is all predicated on winning and how you feel about it. People don't feel good about the Orioles right now, so they don't go. They love the Ravens, so they go. It's like you guys at Loyola. When you came on campus, that team stunk, right? You got here 4 years ago. They didn't win a game. Maybe it was a little longer than that. They lost 22 games in a row. They stunk. Towson's got that problem right now. But meanwhile, they were up in Pittsburgh, and you guys were all painted in green. And those of you at 21 probably had a few adult beverages during that weekend. So I know I was excited by it because I've known Jimmy since he was at Maryland many years ago. So I'm supportive of all that. But product matters. I'm sorry, I didn't even say that. The product matters a lot. I should have started at that. But from my perspective, it's about analysis, information, timeliness, that I'm not asleep when Mike Flanagan dies, that I have something cogent to say that people are interested in, or some perspective, or that they want. and my hosts have that too. And that's really important for us because you can get a score. There's a million places on the web right now I can go get the box score of the game in progress on your phone right now. Literally, if I said to you right now, go get me the score of the Mets game right now, every one of you would right this minute think, where can I go? And you might go to 20 different places. A lot of you would probably go to ESPN because that's the first thing you would think of. I'm looking for a score, I'll go to ESPN. Some of you may go to USA Today. Some of you may go to your hometown newspaper. Some of you may come to my website. But there's a lot of places to get that information. You get the box score anywhere. It's the analysis and the personality and the engagement that people come for, right? It's the same reason some people listen to Howard Stern in the morning and some people don't. If you like him, you listen. And if you like him, you probably listen every day. And if you listen every day and he's promoting Snapple, you might go get some of it. That's his hope. But now he has to prove how much Snapple he's selling from now until forever. That's all going to change. And there's really, having done this for 20 years, it's earth-shattering. It's like what you were talking about with these small agencies. They're still selling stuff the way they did in 1985. And sports marketing and any kind of marketing, it'll never be the same because that thing's in your pocket. And once you're engaged in that, that's money. That's it. It might be something else 5 years from now. Like I said, something that comes with goggles and whatever. I saw this incredible thing. A friend of mine runs some stuff for Bank of America. And maybe you've seen this because you're young and hip and cool and beautiful, and I'm not. But there's a new thing that's coming out with a fake keyboard. Do you know about this? That you'll be able to type off of a laser onto nothingness. You'll be able to, this will be your keyboard. It'll look just like this. And you'll know where your fingers are when you're typing. And it'll be lasered to that in the way a mouse was. Hey, man, I think that thing's crazy, right? So for me, 5 years ago, if you'd have told me that I'd be rolling through, the first time I ever saw that thing worked, I was in Tokyo. I went with Cal Ripken to Asia for a goodwill thing that he did, and I went up in Tokyo, and I'm on subways, and every Japanese chick was on her phone doing this. And what freaks me out is like they don't even have letters in their language. They don't. They have symbols, right? They have like 10,000 symbols in their alphabet. How the hell do they text? I don't know. But none of them speak any English, so I don't know. But they were all on their phones, and next thing you know, I'm on the subway, and chick's watching like TV on her phone. And I'm like, I said to my wife, I'm like, when's that coming to us? She's like, well, same planet, it's coming. But in Tokyo, they're more wired because it's like one giant Manhattan. There aren't any farms in Tokyo to have to worry to get signal out. You drive up through a mountain, you lose signal in America because there's a lot of open space. Over there, the subways are wired. And once I started seeing videos moving on phones, I'm still blown away. I'm blown away that I can land on a Sunday night coming back from a Ravens game, and the minute the wheels hit the ground, my wife can have her phone open watching Sunday Night Football from the 23rd row. So it's no longer telling me the score. It's, hey, you want to watch? We pull it away. We can all watch together. I'm blown away by all that. But that's the marketing where, now that ad on that TV show is getting to me where it couldn't have gotten to me before.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.